Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to another one here. As you see, we're back with the Snowdog. I'm trying out a new audio thing, so hopefully this works out. I got the little mic here, so because I had noticed when I'm editing, like 1 minute's loud, 1 minute's soft. I try to make it pretty balanced, but we're gonna see how this works. Anyway, today, while she's taking her nap, we're gonna start the mods on this bad boy. All right, we got the mods. This is my plan, as you see, Milwaukee. No, I'm not sponsored by Milwaukee at all. Just wanted to make that clear for any keyboard warriors. We're gonna throw all this in there. My hope is to get this base in here to hold this down. Got a little cabinet here. Now, you don't need to take a 100 amp hour battery. I mean, unless you're like winter camping, which I do plan to do. For a few days, I would think you don't even need that 50. Why am I using this, you ask? All that weight. Well, actually, this thing is like, I couldn't tell you how many pounds it is, but it ain't very much. And the other reason I'm not going to buy another one, at least right now, when I have these from the boat. I have 3 of these from the pontoon. Obviously, I'm not going to be using it during the winter, so why not figure out a way to use them? I plan on using them in the permanent ice shack and then on here as well, because it does fit right in there, just like so style. So that is the plan. Again, I have no sponsors. I just want to make that clear. So I just chose to try these out. This is the Lie Time, is how I assume they want it pronounced. I think it's called, yeah, the Mini, 100 amp hour Mini. It's just a little bit, I think it's a little bit taller, whatever. You can look up the dimensions, but that's the plan. Let's try to get this thing on here. I should show the rest of what I got. Don't even know how it works, but I got for coffee, supposed to lock into the Packout. That would be ideal. We got one of the low profile. I'm thinking to put like maybe some of your terminal tackle you might use, if it fits. Because I was going to get the thicker one of these to put like my little tackle boxes in, but I don't know if it'll fit in the low profile. And the one I wanted to get, they were sold out of. So picked these up on the Black Friday sales. But yeah, so I'm going to see if the tackle boxes will fit in here. That's even like way better. But if not, I was thinking, you know, put your jaw spreaders, your needle nose, your forceps, whatever you want to call it. Maybe a pair of scissors or toenail clippers for line. Just stuff like that. Sinkers and maybe even extra spool of line. Just stuff to keep in here is my thought. This one is purely purchased for filming purposes, and if I plan to at night on this thing, well, even not on it, I could take it off obviously into the shack. Had to think of my words. I bought it purely because of the lighting. Okay, it's a good way to bring lighting, I think. And if I'm just trying to like kind of run and gun style off of this, I'm thinking of it sitting on here and I can have lights off to the side where I'm fishing instead of messing around with headlamps and all that stuff at all times. I thought it was a good way, since I'm going to have Milwaukee batteries anyway. You can run it. You also have a little storage there. This is not meant for the storage, why I bought it. You know, I could charge something, maybe charge a GoPro. I don't know. Honestly, it's really big and bulky for the setup. It's not that heavy at all, but it is kind of big for what I'm getting. Like literally, I'm just mainly getting the lighting out of it. But the much smaller one, it only had one light, which I am learning as I've been filming some things, you know, having the ability to kind of turn these and this one pointing that way and turn this one so it shines more off to the side, I think is going to be beneficial. If it's not, I'll take it off. And it does not need to go if I'm just going to go out during the daytime. This one doesn't need to go. And then I already showed this one, so we've seen that. So we're going to start with, the reason we're going this route I have the Packout that's on wheels back there. The distance in here, now I forget the numbers exactly. I think it's 20 inches, okay? The distance this way, depending where you go to, is like 16 inches if I remember right. But straight down, you're not on the platform here, you know, so you have to have a way. And then also, if whatever sticks out, this sticks just above the platform. So you kind of have to, you have to think about it. That's why it has the little indent here, so it won't hit that. I'm going to use 2 bolts there if these will reach, because this is actually 22 inches. Let's just make sure it fits in this beast. Yeah, see, it's not even going to slide all the way back because it hits here. But I could still use the hitch. Oh, it does affect the hitch a little bit. I might have to custom this back a little ways. I'm going to set that on there. But anyway, back to why I picked this one. The Packout on wheels, which is what I really wanted to have on here, it is 22 inches. So there was no way to get it in between here unless you start customing the bars. And I was not going to do all that. I was trying to figure out a way. That door opening, this is kind of going to be in the way. So the battery's probably going to have to go in sideways. I don't plan on using that a lot except for the battery and maybe like my gloves, my hats, throw up in there, or the camera gear, put up in there, and when I get to a spot, I could take it out kind of thing. We'll see. If it doesn't work out, it's not like this will never get used around here. I got 10 million tools, 10 million projects. So this is all trial and error. This part, I wonder if I should just trim. Well, I'm not going to trim this because it's supported here. I might have to trim the Snowdog back. But will that even help it all the way? Now, there's no support up front here, so I could cut the front out. Let's see how it looks. Let's grab some tools. I'm going to go get some tools. I got the bolts here. Go get what we need. Should have already grabbed all the tools, but I didn't. So let's go grab those, and then we'll come back and figure out how we're going to do this. All right, I think I got some tools. First thing we're going to do, I need a snip. I wanted to grab the snippers too. All right, so let's get this crap out of my way. It's definitely right on these, so it's going to have to be this that gives. I don't know if it'll give enough though, so we're going to take these 2 screws out. Okay, I got it. Looks like I could notch that out. It looks like it'll go just far enough back, and that honestly fits exactly smooth where this indent is with the Snowdog. So I think we're gonna do some modding here. We're gonna cut, I'm showing it over here as if you guys can see. So I'm gonna cut, I think we're gonna make a notch in this so that this fits in there. We're gonna cut these sides, and then, like I said here, I can show you with it just temped in there. Hopefully the camera can pick it up. The Packout is flush with the Snowdog in this indent. So that's really, really nice. This goes down. It actually needs to get notched out up here as well. Where am I looking? Okay, yeah, I think you guys can tell. Got a notch out just for this hitch. All right, so. And I think the battery can stay where it's at, because based on where this can sit, it'll be okay. All right. I'll take you guys here. The bracket for the battery is, I'm gonna have to adjust. Actually, I think it's gonna butt right up to it. Because it needs to be there. As you see, The Packout touches right here, so this is not going to go any, the base is not going to go any further back, so the battery's just going to fit. We just have to notch out for the hitch right here just a little bit so it doesn't lift it, because that's the only problem. The hitch itself still works, but it's it tries to lift the base. So I need to mark where to cut the Snowdog and where to cut the, I need to find a pencil, and where to cut the hitch. All right, everybody, I think that's gonna work. Let's see if I can get you some close-ups. We got that cut out. There we go. Just above, just below. It is literally touching the battery bracket here. And then the same over there, the cutout. And then in the front here, we cut it out just enough for this hitch. I didn't even need to go that far, but it doesn't hurt. It wasn't wrecking anything to go bigger. We're not going to be able to use these front ones. I'm not going to use the corner just because it's so close to the edge. Same with, you could use this, and this is close to the edge, but you could use those. Same with the ones back here. I am just going to stick with the two in the center, one there and there, and then the, oh, you can't see, the two way back here. Put one there and one there. So that should hold it plenty. If it doesn't, you'll see, or hopefully you'll see. I'll find out, you'll see, I'll definitely get to see. So what we're gonna do is, I got some bolts. Where did I put them? In this bag here. I got some bolts. I'm gonna use self-locking nuts on the bottom side, or should I put the bolt on the bottom? All right. So this line back here, it goes off in front of the bolt. It's the same line. The center of it is 2 7/8 from the edge of the Snowdog, or from the edge of the platform. Now, going this way, well, I can tell you it's running along this one. That's how I'm going to do it. There's a pattern on here. Should make sure my head's not in the way. How about that? Man, it's rookie filmers, I tell you. There's a pattern in the background here. I'm just gonna make it so the top of the base is on that same pattern. There we go. I think we are going to, oh, I had that up on top of there. Okay. Oh, so it's about halfway. Nice. I think that's as square as I'm gonna care to make it. Make sure we're still 2 7/8. We are 2 7/8. Okay, so we're gonna full send right there. I'm going to triple check underneath so I don't hit. You definitely don't want to go all the way through, or you can go all the way through. Ooh, is this one gonna hit? Nope, it's not. Okay, it's right there. Not gonna hit nothing, not gonna hit nothing. Nothing and nothing. Okay. You definitely don't want to go all the way down, or you're gonna hit your track. So let's just go nice and neat, nice and easy. There we go. Make sure it got all the way through. Make sure everything's still in place. Actually, I'm gonna put one bolt in. I'll put 2 in once I get this other one. I'm gonna put the bolts, just set them in there so it doesn't shift. for sure going to be there. There we go. Now I'm going to pull this back up, get these out, just to clean it off a little bit. Now, don't need a washer on top because there's a washer, or not a washer, it's an insert down here already. So we're going to go through that hole, down to it, down to it. There we go. Let me see how far it's sticking down. All right, everybody. A little change of plans here. I put the bolts from the bottom side up. Reason being is my wrists are nice and marked up and scratched up because the gap here is not very wide. And I have fairly small wrists compared to some people. So do know that. The reason I did the bolts from down to up is because it was easier to finagle and barely be able to reach these two and get the bolt angled and pushed up the hole. I could not get the washer and the nut in that tight of a space because you can't even like fold your hands up like it's all at the end. So yeah, but bolts up. Now if you have time or whatever, you have the belt off, be easy. You can come up, there's all kinds of room with the belt off. So do know that if you want the bolts the other way, they do not stick up. Maybe just a fuzz. I don't think it's going to affect anything. Let's find out, because that should pretty much be it. That's kind of why I want to do this Milwaukee Packout thing. Say hi, Kenai. That's kind of why I want to do this Milwaukee Packout thing. It does not have to be Milwaukee. It can be anything. I know pretty much all the companies now have some style of the Packout, whatever they call it. I have a bunch of Milwaukee, so that's what I'm using. I'm not I mean, if DeWalt or somebody wanted to send me a whole lineup of it, hey, I will do it. All right, let's find out here. Look at that. Man, I hope I have that focused, because that feeling is amazing. This, oh no, I didn't think about that. It has to go completely straight out to be usable. I mean, I could still easily take it out. How do I modify that? How would a guy modify that? Actually, and just keep the door from falling down when it's up in the air. Should we cut those out? What I'm thinking is, though, this door, let me get you guys set up. I'm trying to figure out what would cause, or what's causing it, because it's got to pretty much start going in right there. And to me, it looks like it's this flat plastic here. So if I trim that and maybe have to trim some of this, I don't see what role they play in the actual functioning of it. I mean, yes, I think when it's up here, they actually hold it up in the air, but I can live with it flopping up here just to get stuff in and out. Let's take chances. Let's just trim that bad boy off of there. See what happens. See if I can tell. Just cutting one side. I mean, I think it's still gonna not work. I mean, it's very close, but yeah, we won't trim the other side off. I'll have to come up with something. This one just might not work as good as I was hoping. There is another option that we might do down the road. Sorry, I'm just peeling this sticker off. Man, that's disappointing. Because it fits so well in there too. It's just this bar right here. I guess you guys are probably looking at my head. It's that bar. And this bar can't be changed. I mean, I'm sure it can. If you guys are into all kinds of modding and welding and all that stuff, you know, I'm sure you could take this part of the bar out, maybe weld up over. I don't foresee myself doing that. I don't see how this structurally does anything significant that it has to be down here. It can go up, over, whatever. It's more of a for lifting, I think, the back of it. So for right now, we're just gonna rock this. I mean, if I gotta take this out for now when I'm fishing, but even without this, like I said, this can still get used around here. But let's just continue with what I was hoping for anyway. The thing is I'm thinking of in my head is there's a toolbox, I think it's called, where the lid pops up this way. And they're only half, so you could put two of them here. That battery'd still fit in, I could still put things. So I think we'll look into that. But for purposes of this video, we're just gonna finish what we got going here. Man, that's disappointing. But anyway, let's get all this stuff ripped off. It was literally, like I said, straight from the truck, straight from the store to here. Sweet. Dividers, we can leave those in there for now. This riding up here, the other reason I went with this is because I measured the height and it just cleared these bars. So anything I put up here, let's test it out. Should be high enough. Let's go over here, grab this. I got all kinds of tools. Working on things. Okay. All right, anyways. Guys, I think that is, guys and gals, sorry. I think that's gonna do it. Let's get you set back up over here. It did not go perfectly as planned, obviously. Had that hiccup with the door not opening in the front. Like I said, you could mod that front bar, I believe, anyway. I think you could mod this and it would work just fine. I think I'm gonna try like I said, the toolbox option where you, it only takes up half of that, but it should, I think it comes out to the same width, if I remember looking it up. I don't know, I looked at so many dimensions, but if not, I mean, even one of them, just to put the battery in, and down the road, like I said, if you got, or any of you have a 50 amp hour lithium battery, I know it'll fit in that toolbox thing and work perfect and have plenty of extra room. This is just, it's this 100 amp hour here is just excessive, but it's what I have off the pontoon. Why not use this? I'm not carrying the load, so the weight ain't that important. It does matter a little bit. I mean, this thing can only pull so much, but that's not going to be enough to affect it. So I'm going to look into those toolbox things. If I could fit two side by side, you can still do all this other stuff. Obviously, I'm not going to carry this radio fishing. Maybe I will once or something, just because I can. Coffee cup on here. I don't know how much I trust that, but that is cool. The other thing I will check is if my little tool or fishing and tackle boxes will fit in here. Otherwise, I want to get the little bit thicker one to put up here as well. But like I said, this will be for more nighttime fishing, give me some extra lighting. So is all it's for. It does not need to come with every time. I mean, this whole setup doesn't even need to come with every time. So we'll see. I got some other mods to do to this thing yet in my head. I just wanted to get these on here, see how it looked, see how it functioned. Obviously, it's a good thing I did, but it'll be all right. I'm glad the base fits. Now, if you guys have any ideas, any Packout suggestions to try, or you want me to try, but it shows you guys that this base does fit on here. 4 bolts for sure fit in, or can go in to hold it, so you can, you know, let your imagination go wild on all the things you can bring. Or if you have one of the other brands, I don't know their dimensions, but if they're relatively the same, it'll mount back here. Like I said, I got some other mounting ideas we'll get to, but anyway, I'm just rambling at this point. Wanted to get this video done for you, and we'll get it loaded. Hopefully get out fishing, hopefully tomorrow. We'll see. This sun, the temp ain't exactly the problem, but the sun beating down on the lakes is going to be a problem. But anyway, please do me a favor and hit that subscribe button. It really helps. I said I think it's going to get posted first. Road to 1,000 or whatever, and that would just blow my mind, which it would. But maybe stretching a little far there. Maybe we should start with the road to 100. Get to 100 and we'll go from there. But anyway, thank you. Like I said, subscribe, hit that like button, drop a comment down below on any of this, and your thoughts and maybe ideas you got. Otherwise, have a great night, great day, whatever it is for you, and we will see you on the next one. Laters.